Good morning. Sorry, I kind of slept in a little late. It was raining until about 40 minutes ago. And, you know, couldn't really get anything done with all the rain. So, again, welcome to another episode of Rags to Riches. This is episode 2. If you guys had watched episode 1, you guys would have known that I got an opportunity that I really couldn't pass up. So I sold everything back in the U.S. and traveled over to Western Brazil. I had bought a truck, a tractor, a mower, a chainsaw, and a truck, a trailer, a tractor, a mower, and a chainsaw, and am building my way up to owning an actual operating farm, as well as a fish farm. All right, so as you guys can kind of see from the last video, we plowed this field over here, and it is all ready to be planted. And we baled up all of the silage, and they are 100% fermented. So it is now grass silage, since I have Maize Plus running. And in today's episode, I feel that we are going to sell the silage, and then we are going to get to planting, and we're going to do some other small odds and ends, and hopefully you guys enjoy the episode. Alright, so our first thing that we need to do is to get this all sold up. So we have I have the unit convert mod. So we have 94.18 yards of grass silage, and what it's kind of looking like here, let's take a look at the prices here. Grass silage is looking at about $202, and which isn't bad, but hopefully we can find a decent price for this. So I talked to some of the locals, and they were kind of okay with me building a road that was going up from my farm all the way over to the main road, so then I could find my way back over. So with the way that this is kind of looking right now, hopefully my truck has enough power to get over to the road and over to the bale cell station. So I will, on my travel over, I will see you guys at the bale cell station. Alrighty, welcome back. Yes, as you guys can kind of tell, we were only going 10 to 11 miles an hour. I did that the whole way to the bale cell station, which is right over here. It was a little top heavy. I guess I didn't really think that the truck was going to struggle as much as I thought. I mean, we do have a lot of a lot of grass silage bales on us, but let's see how much we're going to make here. We're at $7,706, and at $202.25 a bale. Hopefully it's a bale. We can hopefully get some return on this, and then we will figure out as far as planting. All right, here we go. All right, we got 3,300 off of that. That was actually pretty nice. And so a grand total of 20,000, a little over $20,000. That is actually really nice. Very, very nice. So, with that being said, we need to start looking for a planter, or a seeder, I should say. So that way we can start, making our own crops and, get some money flow into here. All right. So, with our seeders, let's take a look. See here. I've thought about going with the smaller ones over here, but I ended up finding a decent mod that it doesn't take a lot of horsepower to actually run this. And so I might actually grab this right here. It's called the John Deere 8350. It'll take seed and fertilizer, I believe. Yes, seed and fertilizer. So, and it's only $6,000. So I can essentially buy this, and we'll be good. I can probably lease the tractor, and still be okay with what I have. You know, I can always chop down trees and sell those. So I may need to I need to figure out what I want to plant first, because I kind of fast forward a little bit. So I can probably plant soybeans if I'm able to with that. I'll probably plant soybeans so that in October we can sell those. Or even sorghum too. Sorghum will probably set us into September, but we'll figure stuff out after that. So let's see if this will actually plant soybeans. I'm pretty sure it will. Which, yes, it will. Yes, let's go. So, we'll buy this, and I think I actually had, yes, I had delivery button put down, so that way I didn't have to drive all the way over here. So the locals were actually nice enough to deliver the product for me, so I will see you back at the farm. All right, well, we're back at the farm. Looks like they delivered it right by the field, which is actually works out perfectly. I'm gonna look at getting a small tractor. All I need is 60 horsepower, and I should be fine. I'm almost half tempted to go with let's see here. So that's 50. We could go the 40 series, but the Agri King right here, let's see how much. It's 80 horsepower. We can probably go up to, yeah, let's keep it at 80. I don't think we need anything too spectacular. This actually looks completely fine. We have 80 horsepower with the Case Agri King. 970. All right, so we're gonna lease this for 1,224. Obviously, with that little jingle, that is them delivering the tractor to me. So we also need to get some seed and some solid fertilizer. So let's see here. We're gonna get this is 1,000, usually 1,000 liters each. So I might go 3 of these. Yeah, 3 of these. Actually, no, let's take that back. I'm gonna go 2 of them. 2 of them. All right, and then for the seeds, we're gonna start out with 4. Start out with 4, and then go on from there. All right. So we got the Agri King, we got the all the seeds and the fertilizer. It's time to start getting planting over here. All right, let's make sure our truck is off here. I want to be burning gas. Gas is money. All right, so this is my first time actually ever using this thing. So, oh yes, sounds absolutely wonderful. All right. Hooks up absolutely wonderfully. All right, let's see here. That's filled up. Make sure that's filled up. All right, we are all set to go. Hopefully, we have a decent field that it's not going to take a lot of seed to fill this all up. But we're going to move this over here. Move this over here. And I will find a better place to put these once we figure out where we're going to stage everything. And I might have to talk to the delivery company as far as where I want them to deliver the products. So hopefully we can go on from there. And I'm going to put you guys in a little bit of a time lapse as we farm, as we plant this next to this field. All right, here we go. All right, so we have the whole field planted. So I'm going to bring this back since we now own this planter, and I'll probably return the tractor. I'm going to set this under the tree so it stays out of the sun. As that is starting to run backwards. All right, so we got that dropped off. I'm going to return the leased item. All right, and what I've been kind of thinking about doing is building a garden, or a greenhouse, I should say. A greenhouse, probably on this side of the field. So we may have to clear off some of the trees, so that way, one, we can figure out how much or what we need to purchase, or how much we need for purchasing. Let's see here. So we need production greenhouses. Okay. So, with the large greenhouse, okay, I know we could probably set it this way, but just to kind of leave things a little open. Let's see here. Okay, it's out on this side, so I want to try and keep it on this side, so I might move it right over side where we're going to have it on again. Oh yeah, this side over here. Alright, so I know we can buy it right now, but I also need to lease. The water tank for the water. Or if I get enough of it, I can actually buy it and use it. Alright, so We're going to cut down some trees and then figure out after that. All right, so let's start. We are going to stay on this side. No, I'm going to keep this tree over here. So we're going to cut this one down over here. I want it to fall this way. Get this thing taken care of. All right, and this is actually a pretty nice size. Nice size tree that we don't have to worry about it too much. Perfect. All right, let me go grab the trailer with the truck. And then we can get things loaded up and sold as well. Almost just ran into those. I need to get those moved too. Back over to where my tent is at. Alright, so let's get this guy brought back over to where the tree went down, right there. And I might bring this tree down as well. So let's see how let's see how I get this to work here. If I can keep this. And I can get this to fall. Just this way. And that actually worked out perfectly. Alright, let's get rid of this stump here real quick so we don't run into it later. Alright. Now it is time to... Let's see here. See, I'm always bad at measuring as far as for the trailer. And I might have to grab this and bring it out a little farther. Alright, there we go. That tree is now taken care of, and I'll chop this tree up. But no, my ultimate goal for this, if people have been kind of wondering what this ultimate goal was to, obviously, you know, it's a rags to riches episode, but I've always wanted to try out the fish farm mod, and it's just like, well, how can I incorporate that into something that I could potentially, you know, put on YouTube? Well, it's just like, well, let's do a rags to riches, and so... my ultimate goal is to get the fish farm and get that production rolling, and so we shall see how that goes. Did I cut this? Okay, seems like I did. Oh yeah, but I think the fish farm would actually be pretty sweet on this, especially on this map. You know, being in western Brazil, I think it would work out perfectly. I think I cut these a little too well. This is going actually, you know, surprisingly better than I thought. All right, we may have to move that. There, perfect. All right, perfect again. And I probably could have drove the truck over there, but I don't want to hit that accidentally and have it perfect. There we go. I didn't want to hit the other log and have it fall. So let's see where this needs to go. This needs to go on top. Alright, and I think there's a couple more that we need to do, yes. Alright, we're gonna have to figure something out here. Okay, that didn't work either. And that actually worked. Alright. We have 2 more pieces. Yes, 2 more pieces. Alright, let's get this. Actually, let's try and get this the right way here. Alright. Take that off. Let's see if we can get this strap off. Perfect. All right, we have 1 more piece of wood that we need, one more log that we need to put on top, which I can kind of see will work right on top there, right here. All right, so we will see you back, or we will see you out at the sawmill. All right, so we are just pulling into the sawmill. All right, there we go, and surprisingly enough, as I was driving over here, I got a call from kind of the guy who I bought the land from, and he kind of put me in connections with kind of the head person within land development and roads, kind of like the Department of Traffic, and they gave me the go-ahead, and I'm able to clear trees to make a trail from my farm, or from the road all the way to my farm. So we're gonna have to figure out how we can, we're gonna try and have to map that out, because I kind of want a road that branches off towards the sawmill, and kind of branches off towards the actual town, so then I can figure out which way I need to go after that. And again, this is going to be quite the process, so that might actually have to be for a next episode. All right, make sure we're back over here. All right. So what we need to do next is to figure out where I want to place this greenhouse. All right, let's see here. So the greenhouse, I love that it shows that I'm actually like running in place. Amazing. All right, so the greenhouses, or the greenhouse, I should say. Let's see here. So let's have it face this way with the there perfectly. All right, we now have ourselves a greenhouse. But what I also need to figure out is what I'm going to grow within this greenhouse. So I need to figure out, as far as the prices, what's the best price for either lettuce, tomatoes. It seems to be lettuce. But I think let's see the price fluctuations. So it doesn't seem to be too bad. And I think strawberries actually spawn a little quicker. So, and then tomatoes do as well. So I might actually do tomatoes. You know, we still get $35, and we will, you know, with the water that I live right next to, I'm able to grab it from there. So, yeah, let's do tomatoes. All right, and we need water. So I'm going to lease a water tank. No, not animal transport. Animals, and oh, it's only 3,000, which is actually really nice. All right, you know what? We're actually going to buy this. All right, so we're at $4,303 now. So I'm going to try and figure out where I can fill this up at. I'm hoping that I can go down here. Yeah, I think I can just go down right in here and fill the water tank up and get our crops. Get our crops to start growing. I'm gonna stop this right here. Right. And then we're gonna grab my water tank and we're gonna fill it up and fill the greenhouse. Alright, this only has a 550 gallon capacity, so I may actually have to fill this up a couple times just to make sure that the greenhouse is actually completely full. So let's go right over here. Find an easier place of access, which is perfectly right here. And I am terrible at backing things, especially small things. Backing things up like this. Oh, perfect. Alright, we got 550 gallons. And eventually, you know, yes, I haven't used the Alice Chalmers a lot, but I want to make sure that I'm able to have a high enough power tractor, so hopefully soon I can purchase a little bit bigger tractor with a little over 100 horsepower, so I'm actually able to pull implements a little bit easier, so I'm not leasing. I went over here, so I'm not leasing a tractor every single time. So that might be in the work. That's probably going to be in the works as far as mowing and then tedding and getting wood sold as well. All right, perfect. We got that completely full. But yes, we're only in May, and it will be nice that I won't have to worry about hopefully weeds too much in this first growth. And hopefully with me not having to cultivate. You know, I did the subsoiler and then the plow a little bit. I'm hoping that I don't have to use herbicide as a sprayer and a sprayer. So if that's the case, I may have to sell a little bit more wood. But we are currently in the works of building this into a nice farm. You know, I had my hesitations when I first heard about this. I kind of had my hesitations. You know, brand new territory for me. I've never been to Brazil before, so I didn't know what the soil quite was like, and so we'll have to figure out after that. And I'm actually not 100% sure what the limit of water for this is. Let's see how much water we have in here. We probably have 1,600 gallons. Perfect. That'll work completely okay with me. All right. So we now have two new implements, or two new pieces of equipment within our farm. We have the water tank and we have the seeder. So eventually, once I get, you know, a couple more fields, I'll probably end up either leasing a seeder or just flat out buying one. We have, let's see here. Let's see what planters they have available. So let's go down over through here. So Agro, Lemkin, Kinsey. This is where the big ones are kind of coming out of. But then we also have they have a Case 950 Cyclo, a 1725C, and then they have a couple smaller ones. Like the Lizard Gamma. That actually wouldn't be too bad. That actually wouldn't be too bad. Or even using like these ones over here. Granted, this is kind of a newish one that they've been trying to get rid of. So 28 bushels, has 2 meters of width. You know, I might actually almost go with the Lizard, the Gamma. Take a look at this one. This one's actually pretty nice, but it needs 150 horsepower. So this one only needs 40 horsepower right now, which isn't bad at all. But other than that, and it's only 2.7 meters, which would work completely fine with that. How much horsepower? This needs 120. So yes, I think with a future purchase as far as a higher power tractor, you know, I might actually almost go the 40 series. You know, we're sitting at 4,000 right now, but if we reach 40,000 and we were able to get the 4220, that's 112 horsepower, or even the 4440 which is at 44,000. So I think that's where I'm going to end things today. We have a big episode coming up with the construction of the road and also with new crops coming in. All right. Like always, keep on farming, and we'll see you on the next episode. Peace.